3 gold per minute. But it's still not the top farmer in the game, actually, and that goes to Swiftblade, as we do see Plague Rider sitting in the woods bottom here to see if he wants to set up a gank, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, that was really good timing on Legion and Hellborn up there in the top, so that does put Hellborn up to 5-4, as we see a little bit of harassment going on at the bottom with Soul Reaper and that spin again, but just not enough time this time, just getting too close to that tower, so they will back off. Sage's lore going out on Plague Rider, he will deny that. Just as a note, that Zephyr does indeed look like he's going for that gusting push kind of build, which I don't think I've ever seen before. I think I've always ever seen the Cyclones come out first.
Well, more interesting actually is, as we see Sage's lore tick down Plague Rider after that heal bomb bottom, and so Swiftblade is able to deny him, fortunately enough, for the Hellborn. But actually more interesting, I think, is Swiftblade's build, in that he is choosing to get that third skill rather than to put those points into stats early, which allow him to have a big enough mana pool to combo that spin and the swift slashes. So it's interesting that he's putting them into the crits instead of choosing to go stats early. I'm not sure I even agree with that, but we'll see how it works out for him. Especially since, by the way, there was in the recent patch a little bit of a nerf to Swiftblade in that his attack during the spin, his spin level 4 does not even proc the crits anymore, so not sure I agree with that build.
I guess I missed that patch note, because I have seen games where he just spinning around and then all of a sudden this big random crit would come out and take out basically the enemy hero almost instantaneously. But that Sage's
top,
lore
we
is
do
definitely...
see a gust come in, and Kronos pops his ultimate over Zephyr. Zephyr pops his ultimate as well. Zephyr's surviving barely by eating those tornadoes, and Kronos isn't going to be as lucky if he gets taken out. Defiler's going to pop her ults as well. Demented Shaman goes down to the Soul Stealer nuke, and Plague Rider's going to board up to join the party, but there's not going to be much they can do here. Defiler's sitting really extremely low despite having her ultimate up, but is not going to be able to do a lot because one more nuke from Soul Stealer and she's done.
A lot of action going up top, yeah.
That Swiftblade change, it was just last Friday the patch came out, so that's why you probably haven't seen it, as we see a lot of ports coming top. Kronos and Demented Shaman coming back, and Soul Stealer is just going to retreat to the mid.
Well, we're 11 minutes in. That's 7 kills to 6 for the Legion, so very close game. Probably doing very well. Gust in the middle on the Swiftblade, but nothing is really going to come out of it. And just looks like a tower push in the middle.
Yeah, definitely. We do see that there's no one bottom lane at the moment. And there's a pause. So we're going to have some time here. I'm not sure what the pause is about, but we can take that time to look over some items. You see that Kronos has actually picked up his boots and his power supply, as well as Glacius has picked up his boots. It's pretty early, so there's not a lot of exciting items. There's Life 2 on Zephyr, probably going for that Helm of the Black Legion for a bit more survivability.
On Swiftblade, actually, with those Ghost Marchers, do you kind of agree that that gives them an edge trying to catch up to a player and then using the spin? Because you can't use that during the spin. So usually,
I believe you can, actually.
I would see people go steamboats.
No, I believe that the Ghost Marchers actually do work during the spin, and that's why most people do get them on Swiftblade. Or I could be wrong. Holy is correcting me. I personally usually see Ghost Marchers on Swiftblade, giving him that extra to catch up, but Holy is correcting me, so thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure every time I've seen a player with it, as soon as he starts spinning, the on-activatable effect does dispel it, just as Foxbox is saying him here.
Yeah, yeah. I was more thinking that we use the spin first and then you use the Ghost Marchers, um, which speeds you up during the spin, but I could be wrong, so.
Well, I guess we'll just have to pay close attention to find out.
Indeed. But yeah, if we look at farm, Solsticer is actually the top farmer in the game, which is not good news for anyone on the Hellborn team. Sitting at 271 gold per minute, he has picked up his bottle and his boots, and he is sitting at 4 and 1 kills. So it's never good to see that on a Soul Stealer. He can just get completely out of control. He is already level 9 compared to everyone else on the Legion team. He's Defiler's sitting at level 8, but everyone else is 6 and level 6. So it's never a good sign considering his ability to farm.
I was going to say, I'm not super surprised that he is the top farmer. I mean, his hands are AoE ability, and he does have 4 kills on the board, beating out Swiftblade at 3-0. So, yeah, when he does go farming, though, he can definitely crank out a lot of gold.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what makes him so dangerous is he just can get completely out of control. So, not a lot happening.
Well,
right
pause
now,
being
but
pause.
I guess we should be
Well,
thankful for the fact that it's so close. At the moment, it is a 7-6 kills, which is uh, different from most of the games that we've seen so far. Have been unfortunately very one-sided. So it is rather close. There's only the Legion has a 900 gold lead and a 2,000 experience lead. So not insurmountable for the Hellborn team.
2,000 experience lead, but there's only a 1 kill difference. So that kind of indicates that just looking at the creep kills for the Legion team, they are kind of far out creeping the Hellborn. Looking at 39 creep kills on Soul Stealer, and sorry, Soul Stealer, and then 35 on Zephyr himself, 31 on Soul Reaper. And like the top farm on the Legion, or sorry, on the Hellborn side would be Pink at the Dreamwalker on Defiler. So I do think they are getting out farmed to have a 2,000 experience lead with only a 1 kill difference.
Yeah, for sure. And you can see that Vindicator actually is sitting at 23 creep denies. So that's just a great job by him. In that bottom lane. I guess he was top originally, but he's doing a great job denying that experience from the Legion team. And you got to think that Defiler has been roaming around a lot, and that has not helped her get her experience. And she is sitting at level 8, but that's less than her mid counterpart. So.
And here we go.
As we do see Swiftblade actually coming mid now, and wow, Soul Stealer just comes in and nukes down Swiftblade with 2 demon hands. That's just great play, knowing where those hands are gonna end. And Swiftblade was sitting at about half health, and he just nukes down completely. It's a great pickoff from Soul Stealer there, and that's great news for the Legion team, giving Soul Stealer yet another kill.
Well, that entire pause was about getting a new mouse, and it didn't seem to help him at all. Up top, however, we got Demented Shaman taking a lot of damage, and Kronos actually using his ult to try to save him. They are now in hot pursuit. Let's see if a Gust can actually turn the tide here. The Gust does go off, and they will get that kill. His Soul Reaper actually with a big demon hands. A lot of Hellborn team now porting in, trying to clean up. Down goes the Turkey Baster, and down goes Soul Stealer to one of those spins. Not enough mana for an ult, trying to use that power supply to get it off. Kronos actually coming in with that teleport. They do get off the kill. Kronos now retreating, and I believe that will be all she wrote for that fight. Quite intense after that long pause.
Yeah, for sure. That was some great reaction by the Hellborn team. You saw 3 homecoming stones coming out as the Legion was pushing there, and that's just great turnaround for the Hellborn team, picking off almost all of them. So good job, and definitely that cut down. Now they are actually leading in gold and experience. Gold by 11,000, 11,000, sorry, no, 1,000, and now experienced by 1,000 as well. So great job by the Hellborn team to turn that one around.
That was definitely a 4-kill